When we talk about love, love comes from the Greek Hebrew words, which come from 4 different meanings, and that is agape, which is God's love, storge, which is family love, then we have phileo love, which is brotherly love, then we have eros love, which is erotic love. Love is a verb, it's an action. Love gives. The essence and the foundational truth behind love is a giving force. It's a characteristic. It's an it. It's a thing that I must acquire. It's a thing that I must pick up. It becomes something that is not me, but something I have to acquire. And so we have the agape love, again, which is the unconditional love, the sacrificial love. Then we also have the eros love, which is an erotic love. Now, this love is very deceptive and very deceiving. It's a love that you can misinterpret as having a meaning on one side of the spectrum, but it has a meaning on the other side of the spectrum. See, erotic love doesn't undergird nothing. Erotic love is a love that's stimulated by the sensory realm. And that means the dimension that you experience this love is the dimension that is stimulated inside of you. In other words, as long as I feel the stimulation from my 5 senses, I feel in love. In relationships, you deal generally with eros love. And there's nothing wrong with eros love. When you really understand marriage, you should try to keep yourself up for your spouse. You should let everything just drop and sag and not try to offset. You should try to stimulate each other and love one another. Amen. That's what eros is all about. You should, you want to feel appealing and you want to feel attractive. And quite frankly, when you start dealing with other things happen better when you have more self-confidence about yourself. Yo, you got to hear with a spiritual ear. You want to make your wife happy? Your wife needs to come home and feel desired. Your wife wants to come home and she needs to feel, like I feel you. I want to show you me. Oh, I can't get down that street like I want to. But when you start talking about being naked and not ashamed, that's a revelation all by itself. The idea, the utopian viewpoint of what a relationship should look like, and I mean what it should look like now, is when both people do feel naked and not ashamed. I'm not talking about going home and turning it on. I'm talking about when naturally in the spirit you raise to a height that you feel naked and not ashamed, that I can expose all of me because I know it's covered by love. Eros love is very, 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 very extremely deceptive, because when the curve goes down and we go through the childbearing years, and what about if my wife goes through postpartum and she's breastfeeding, and so that doesn't involve a whole lot of stuff going on without some other stuff coming out. So you're just living life, you're being truthful, you got to tap into something else. Some of your personal selfishnesses need to be put aside. And now I got to tap into something else. But in order for me to tap into another part of manhood, that manhood, watch this, has to be undergirded with another type of love.